today I have something special that I want to share with you and talk to you about. I want to talk to you about overcoming fear. Overcoming fear. That is the biggest question. Majority of us struggle with that. Overcoming fear. How do you overcome fear? Well, I'm going to give you a couple of simple steps that you can start working on, and do let me know how that went. All right. So this is from me just sharing my experience to you. Okay. What is fear? To me, fear is just a mask. It's like a bandage. Simple as that. It's a mask. You know, like you have a bruise on your face and you're covering it with your foundation and makeup so you cannot see it. You've put your foundation. That's your mask. You're hiding the bruise. You get a cut, you wipe it off, you clean it up, you put a bandage. What happens? That's your mask. You're closing it, you're protecting it so it doesn't get infection, things like that. That's just what it is. Fear is just a mask. It protects you from getting hurt. It protects you from being vulnerable. So if you look at it, fear is not such a bad thing. Fear is protecting you from more harm or from other stuff that you're scared of, right? Of being vulnerable. So that's how I look at it. I just look at it as a mask, as a protection. It's just a layer covering something else. But what I want you to do is, I want you to look at that fear and open it up. Rip it apart, just like you would rip off the bandage. Just like you know, for women, ladies, you know, you wipe off your makeup. Then you finally see what you're hiding. The scar, the wound, the bruise that you're hiding. Well, that's what it is. When you get rid of the fear, you will be faced with a wound that needs to heal. You'll be faced with a bruise that has been scarred for many years. And that is pain, hurt, resentment, a sense of insecurity, inadequacy, not good enough. All these are the bruises, the scars that are under the fear. So fear is nothing more than just a mask or a bandage or makeup to hide the truth. And that's how I look at fear. I've come in a place right now, this moment as I'm talking to you, I have come into terms with what fear is. And now I am no longer afraid of what fear could do. Because I know fear is just there to help me, support me, protect me. But it doesn't help me grow. It just holds me where I am to keep me safe, comfortable. Don't we all want that? We all want that. We all want our comfort zone. We want to just stay in and tucked into that comfort zone. And majority of us got too comfortable to a point where we don't even want to make any change. Well, for me, getting comfortable was too much. I wanted to shake things up. And I wanted to get to know me more. And to get to know me more, I had to get uncomfortable. And to get uncomfortable, I had to get into the bruises. I had to get into the scars. I had to get into all that areas that were being protected. What I say to you is, fear is nothing more than just a mask. If you're ready and willing to get rid of that fear and overcome your fear, there's certain things you can do. There's certain things you can start working on. This one video will not give you everything on how you can overcome your fear, but I can give you steps on how you can start the journey. Believe me, it takes time to get to even where I am, because it took me time to get where I am today. And I'm just sharing some of the things that I did that helped me get where I am today. So number one is know that fear is what it is. And then two is to actually look at fear and separate it. So ask yourself, is this an external fear or is this an internal fear? How do you differentiate it? External fear are those fears that you kind of adapted from other experiences, other people's experiences. You just carried over. It did not happen to you, but it happened to others. That's easy. That is a very easy way of just letting go because it's not your load to carry. It's not your burden to carry. So you can let go of that. So just start sitting down, piece of paper, write it down. Write down those fears that you have, emotions and thoughts and actions that you do. And ask yourself, is this fear that is stemmed from external factors? Did I adapt these fears from other people's experiences? And if it is, let go. That's a very easy one to let go because you didn't live through that experience. It's easy to detach yourself from it. The one that needs work is your internal fears. That's the one that you own. That's the one you've been carrying. You did not adapt it, but this is one you've been carrying from a very young age, believe me. And this will need work, time, patience, and courage. And that's what my journey was. Even the last couple of months, I've been quiet. I know I have not put in a lot of videos as I did because I've been working on me. And sometimes that's what you need to do. You need to sometimes just take a break from everything and put that time and invest that time on you. And that's what I had to do. I had to invest time on me. I had to be patient with me. And in my growth, unbelievable things have happened. Unbelievable things have happened. And I will be sharing those with you soon. Good news I'll share with you at the end of the video. So what I'm saying is look at the internal fears. I've gone over my internal and external fears and I was able to separate them. And it was easy for me to separate my external fears and actually release them from myself. And now I have been working on my internal fears. And my internal fears, I had to look at the bruises, my internal bruises, my emotional bruises, and these were caused from a young age. So the fear that I thought was fear, it's nothing other than just pain. It's the pain that I've been carrying. And that is what it comes down to. Sit down and ask yourself, what emotions do you project to others? It's not just thoughts, emotions. Look at your emotions. How do you project your emotions to others? How do you react to others? How do you react to instances or situations? That will be a telltale sign of what's happening within you. So when you ask yourself, how do you overcome fear? You don't overcome fear. You can never overcome fear because fear is fear. It's there to help you and protect you. What you can do is you need to go in deeper and look within you on an emotional level and ask yourself, how do I respond to situations? Do I react or do I respond? Am I angry? Am I resentful? Am I in pain? Am I always anxious? How do I feel about myself? Am I worthy of love, of loving? All these questions, am I good enough? All these questions are really under that surface, under the fear. So take time to really look at this. Take time to get to know your emotional side of you. And there's nothing wrong with even just pinpointing one thing. Just pick one, and that one will open the next door. And that will open 10 more doors. Believe me, just pick one. You don't need to overwhelm yourself with so many things. Just pick one. But pay attention to your emotions. If you're angry, At that moment, if you're parenting, you lash out to your child. At that moment, go back and sit down and ask yourself, why am I feeling the way I'm feeling? Chances are it has nothing to do with the child. It's all you. It's those emotions you're feeling. And fear hides that. Absolutely. Fear is very good at hiding that bruise. If you're a spouse and you lash out to your husband, or you're a husband, you lash out to your wife, or you lash out to your coworker, or anybody, you have this anger. Remember, that anger is not towards that person. That anger is your emotions, inner emotions speaking to you and saying, hello, listen to me, pay attention to me. And you need to start paying attention to that. Fear masks that pain. Remember, it's the bandage. It's helping you, protect you, but not really helping you. It's helping you at that time, but it will not help you move forward. You'll always be there. You'll always be stuck in that fear. You'll always be stuck in that pain. You'll always be stuck in that anger. And the moment you rip off that bandage, you rip off that mask, and you say, I'm going to face this for what it is, only then will you be able to see the real you. Yes, the real you, with all the bruises and everything. And only then will you start the journey of healing. Fear not only holds you back from experiencing your life, it also holds you back from healing. And the only way you can heal is when you pay attention to emotions, to everything that's happening, to look at that wound for what it is. It's painful, believe me. But it will be so freeing the moment you look at it and you're able to free yourself from it, because then you'll be able to release it. Only then will you be able to live the life fully the way you were meant to live. Fully the way you were meant to live. Right now, fear is holding you back. It's holding you hostage for many, many years. And the only way you can break free of that is start getting uncomfortable. To be comfortable. Get away from that comfort zone. Get away from that. Get away from that comfort zone. And the fear holds you. It's so sweet, eh? Yes. I know. Fear makes everything look so good from the inside. From the outside, it's not. But from the inside, you're like, yeah, everything is good. You're feeling okay. But it's not. It's just waiting. And believe me, we trigger each other. You know that? You're just going to find somebody who's going to trigger something in you, and you're just going to lash out. Oh, yeah. And it won't be fun for you or anybody else. So don't worry too much about fear, because fear is just like a dressing. It's like you're having a salad and you're putting a dressing, you know? It's like you have a jacket and you want something warm. It just keeps you warm. It makes everything nice, but no. It's just an illusion of the reality of things. It's an illusion of the reality. It creates that, illusion that everything is perfect, everything is great, but it's not. So let's get rid of that, fear. Just open it up and look at that bruise for what it is, and let's start healing. Let's start healing. Well, my good news I wanted to share with you is amazing things are on the way. I'm working on something magical, fantastic, life-altering, and I don't have everything set yet, but I just wanted to share with you that it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. And once it's all completed, you will be the first to know. My dear Accelerate members, community members, stay well and safe and healthy. And you know what? You can do it. for you to grow, for you to live your healthy, abundant you. Open those wounds and start healing. Till then, see you soon.